Hello everybody, in today's episode I will show you how to replace the heat radiator which is located inside your dash on a Ford Transit made in the year 2001. The heat on this car is not working anymore. I replaced the thermostat, I replaced the water pump, the coolant is new, everything is properly, but the car does not have heat inside. So the only thing left for us to do is to replace the heat radiator. The heat radiator on most of the cars is situated under the dashboard inside your car, and to remove it you have to remove the dashboard completely. So to find it, all you have to do is to open the hood and follow the two hoses which goes inside the car. As you can see on this car, the hoses are right here, and to remove them you have to push the clips, and after that you have to pull from the hoses, but in most of the cases those hoses came out very hard and it's probably to break the hoses, but they can be easily replaceable. After that, to find the heat radiator, just follow the hoses and you have a little image on where the heat radiator should be. So in this car it's right here. I already found it and it's situated under this plastic. You have to remove the plastic which is mounted in a few screws, and after that you'll find the heat radiator. This is our radiator, and in order to remove it completely I will have to remove the dashboard. I will show you in a second which screws you will have to remove and how you have to do it. I'm not going to remove it completely because on this car it can be removed just by pulling from the dashboard a little and creating the necessary space to remove the heat radiator. So this is my new heat radiator, and on this car you have the possibility to choose if you want one with the pipes welded onto the material or if you want one with the pipes like this which are screwed onto the material. And I do recommend you to buy this one because it's easier and you don't have to remove the entire dash completely in order to remove it or install it. So this is more good with the pipes which are screwed, and this one is with the pipes welded onto the material. This one is more difficult and you don't have the possibility to remove it without removing completely the dash and the entire plastics. So I already removed my radiator, and as you all can see, this is how it came from the factory. It came with the pipes welded onto the material. I had to cut the pipes in order to remove it because I don't want to remove the entire dash completely. So this is where it's situated, and I will show you in a second which screws and what you have to remove in order to have access to remove it completely from the car. So you have to start from this side. You have to remove all the screws from the corners. You have here a lot of screws. You will have to use a screwdriver and also a 10mm socket to remove the bolts. You will also have bolts right here onto the top. You will have 3 over the dashboard. You will have to remove the center console, right this, with the radio and all the buttons. You will have to remove it out, and after that you will see more screws which you will have to remove. Moving on onto the left side, you will have to use a short screwdriver because you will have to remove the trim for the clocks next to the steering wheel, and a long screwdriver will not fit in there. This one is a little difficult to remove, but it can be done. Just take your time. So this is the trim which I'm talking about. This one is situated right here under the steering wheel. After that, moving onto the left side, is the same like in the other side. You just have to use a 10mm socket to remove the bolts from right there and also the screws. Then what you have to do is to remove the plastic pieces from the corners. You have one right here and also you have one into the other side. Those are fitted in by some plastic clips. You just have to pull from them and they will come out. You will also have to remove these rubber pieces which covers the bolts on each side. You have to pull from them and they will come out because they are fitted in by some clips. After that you have these plastic pieces, one at the top and one under the steering wheel. You have to use a screwdriver to remove the bolts which are keeping them installed onto the car. After that, just look if you removed all the screws and start pulling from the dashboard. If you see that the dashboard is not coming out, just take one more look. Maybe you forgot something and that's why it's not coming out. But if you removed everything that I showed you, it should come out very easy. After that, as you all can see, I already broke the pipes which I told you earlier in the video. They are very weak. I just pulled from them and they broke, so I already installed the new pipes and I'm ready to install the heat radiator. Those are the plastic pipes, the plastic fittings but they are not durable. They are not very strong. I just pulled a liter from them and they broke. So I recommend to have some pipes in the garage. Maybe you also will break them and you have to change them. So I'm about to install the new heat radiator. I'm not going to show you everything. I just want to tell you that you have to install the lower side with the 4 holes inside it onto the lower side, and with the 2 holes from the radiator into the upper side, as you all can see. If you are installing a radiator like mine, it's the 4 holes down, the 2 holes up. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.